Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets trembling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the fray, and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, in the home of the
God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. Morning, everybody. It's a Monday morning. Let me scroll up if I can. Oh, right, you're not gonna let me. There it goes. So we got Camo Carl Wolverines. We got Tuck, Best Life, fixing to go to bed. The sun's just now coming up, sir. Mr. Rabbit, Canadian, northern brother from another mother. Big Dusty Little Dusty, KP Heathen. Miss Loretta, trying not to miss nobody. Miss Coffee, how are you this morning, ma'am? Let's see. PJ, Widow's Diary, good morning. I'm scrolling. Morning, Mr. Matt. Got a little video. Well, yeah, the sun came up an hour ago. It's definitely not time to go to bed. What, somebody said Papa's form? Hey, morning, Papas. How are you feeling? Hey, Miss Amy. Good morning. And I guess y'all can hear me. I've been sick, so right now I'm these little Halls relief things makes it where I can swallow. Got some kind of throat crap. Came down with it a couple of days ago. Did my whole little sweats and shivers and all that good shit. Told the missus I think some of this throat irritates more because I have that plate in there, and I don't know. Been a rough one. I just sweat it out. Get it over with. Cool. Thank y'all. So how have y'all been doing? I haven't kind of been in touch with nothing. I just kind of, I've been laying in bed for 2 days sweating and just had, I think I had Gunsmoke just playing. So have y'all been doing okay? Good deal, Papas. Good deal. Some say I'm sick, demented, twisted. Me, it's okay. I've been doing the chicken noodle soup. Kind of came in, it gets hard to swallow. Those little lozenges help because it gives that anesthetic kind of feeling. And thank you, PJ. And poor Loretta just now starting to go through that. Uh-oh. Like it's going around, changes seasons maybe. It probably is, and there's just stress, anxiety, you know. Uh, I know like I changed up a lot of my eating habits, so, there's no, shit just happens. Probably because I haven't been able to go out and I ain't been working, sweating, and normally, you clean all that crap out of your system, but I ain't really had a chance to like sweat and get any of the crap out of my body. Rabbit been reading the thesaurus again. Local raw unfiltered honey for the throat. Yeah, Miss Coffee. It's actually kind of ironic because our local honey, that company's name is Rudy, and of course that's my little buddy's name is Rudy, so we got Rudy's honey. It's like it was meant to be. Chew on it once in a while, Coffee. Yeah, for knowledge. Gives you something to chew on. Tuck says I was at my brother's helping with some home repairs and it did not go well. Uh-oh. It didn't go well as in the job, or it didn't go well in as y'all working together on the job? Nobody lost any digits, did they? Raining like crazy here this morning. Yeah, we're supposed to be getting more thunderstorms today. And see, shingles, I probably ought to look into that more. I've heard more about it, but I don't know. I guess I always thought the shingles were things that, like, you'd get them on your arms and elbows and stuff like that. I don't really know what shingles really is. I hope it's nothing bad, and I hope I hope anybody that's going through crap can get through it. So I don't know what shingles is. I think I don't know. I don't focus on that stuff much, so I don't remember much. I don't know, prayers. Wish it would rain here. Careful what you wish for, coffee. It might come in abundance. 55 and foggy. 74 here. I'm getting ready to change my doctor. My current doctor will not leave me alone about the Jim Jones. Every time I see her, you gotta. Oh yeah, see, I don't know, man. Yep, definitely not somebody that's got your best interest at heart. The rooster is going through shingles right now. Ask him, they suck. We worked well together, out of my element. I used to build buildings, not so much repairs or retrofit. Ah. Yeah, a remodel repair is different than new construction. Carl slept so well this weekend, it's like one of those sleep chambers. Look at you. You done fixed your truck all the way up. And that's crazy. They're still forcing that, which I gotta say, watching Gunsmoke, I can say the past couple of days, I remember hearing the damn Pfizer commercials coming on, and I'm like, doesn't that like strike anybody funny? Like for, you know, the past, I don't know, 4 years they've been saying, ooh, the evil COVID. But all of a sudden it's like, well, wait a minute, I thought this was a vaccine for this, so why are we still having to take this as a thing? I mean, when does that connect to people that it's just not? Coffee says shingles come from having the chicken pox, can be very painful, and it's a rash, I believe. Not harmful as I know, but sucks to have, I've heard. Haven't had them myself. Oh. Right, Matt. Repairs and remodeling is a completely different ball game. Shingles hurt like heck, just saying. Well, I hope you don't have shingles. Sorry, I had a doc who called me selfish for not getting it. Never saw him again. Oh, I mean to tell you. I have a rash type thing all around my middle. My doctor says it looks like a shingle rash. Still getting ready to go to Florida for things. So is it around the waist? Have you changed detergent? Because that being the waistband, if you change detergent, that can cause. We noticed that with my son. Right, Amy, they all need to be charged. Morning, crazy hillbilly. Walking pneumonia is now the big threat. So, oh, I know. We have either If you never go to the doctor, you never have anyone telling you to go get a vac or telling you something is wrong. This is true. Excuse me. No change on soap. Huh. That might be something worth looking into, though, on just some different, like heat, you know. Is it heat? Do you notice that it breaks out more when you're getting hot around the waist? Stuff like that. What you got tucked during the coof? I had people who weren't staying home to save lives telling me to stay home and save lives. Oh, I'm so disappointed in so many different fields through that whole COVID thing. I'm not sure if I don't know if the main populace is going to pull their head out of their ass or what. I don't know. Time will tell. After January 20th, we'll start seeing if there's any accountability or not. Coffee says rabid. So my conspiracy theory when the mask mandate came about, especially in kids, was going to end up with mass lung issues, RSV, walking pneumonia. I think. Yep. Had bronchitis for almost a month in September. It was horrible. That's probably the worst I've ever felt. I had pneumonia bronchitis at the same time one time at work, and ooh wee man, it put me down. I have to be careful. I have no immune system and currently going through non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Oh goodness, Loretta. Monkeypox spread I seen must be Trump's fault. They'll probably say that, Carl. Give them time. Hey, Cola. I had shingles once around my shoulders. It was hell. I don't know. Maybe something. I don't know. Because I've had chicken pox when I was a kid. Yeah, don't scratch, Loretta. All that'll do is make it worse. Make it sores. RFK Jr. is apparently looking for Dr. Fauci. Well, I imagine the closer this gets, especially if people like Matt Gaetz gets put in the DOJ. Oh, they know. They know. Coffee says use cortisone cream or Benadryl cream. Keep it well moisturized. Sounds more like hives from allergies. Shingles is painful. Oh, okay. Ooh wee. Well, I hope you get to feeling better, because that definitely sounds like it would suck. I didn't get to see Little Man yesterday. That kind of drove me nuts. He came over. The missus spent time with him, but I just kind of stayed back here in my room. I didn't want to take a chance on giving him this crud I got. If it itches, I scratch it right off to the bone. Excuse me. Hey, what's up, Mike? Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. Hey, I saw your deer. Pretty cool little spike dude. Well, I guess you can't call him a spike. He technically had two, but y'all have seen the Dems coming up with a shadow cabinet to go again. I know they're trying. Hubby is up and disrupting my quiet time. But yeah, that was pretty cool, man. Good looking little woods out there. And who is the young guy with you in the passenger seat? Was that your son or was that just a coworker? I have some stuff that will make them. It's like this will quieten you down. So that was your son? Well, that was awesome then, brother. So man, see, you, and that's documented on the internet. So you got captured that first one. That's badass, dude. There's one of the benefits. See, one of the plus sides to this evil ass digital world we're in. But then there's one of the little pluses that you get out the deal. You get to kind of document those things. That was pretty cool. He gets up and puts on Fox. So he wants the watered down version of CNN. There's only a couple in Fox that I think, but it's like that. I don't know. So many of them people, they're paid to do their job. It's kind of like a car salesman. A car salesman's not going to tell you. What car salesman is going to tell you that this car is shit on their lot? It's not what he's hired to do. So nobody's going to tell you that any car you ask about is going to be the most awesome car ever because that's what they're paid to tell you. Right, Tuck. Yeah, they're being open about it. I think this is, to be honest, this I heard a couple. There was some, I forgot what it was. I think I accidentally hit a thumbnail or something, and then all of a sudden somebody's talking about, now that we're done with the election, now that we're done, and I'm like, wait a minute, we ain't done. It ain't even sealed in yet. We ain't done, and the hardest time's fixing to be coming up. I personally, more people need to get involved. You need to find out who is your representative in your area, in the senators, and you hammer them to make right of the nominations. That's where the pressure is going to have to come in next. The next step is going to be the pressure on the senators to confirm these appointees. If that happens, we'll start to see some accountability. I do think so. Happy time are here. We get to see the idiots freak out because Trump won. Yep. It's just going to be tougher though. It's going to get it. This is going to be a harder fight because see, the corner's getting closed in, and they know with these appointments, it's like Tulsi Gabbard for director of intelligence. They don't want that. They don't want these outside people in their mix. That's what it comes down to. So without sounding so uneducated, is there any way they can keep Trump from being prez? Well, I mean, you can't be prez if you're not here. So there is always that. You kind of got to be. I mean, I know that Biden really set the bar pretty low on being cognitive or anything, but I think technically you're supposed to actually still be here to do that. So there's that way. Legally wise, I mean, there's nothing they're going to be able to pull. That won't mean they won't try shit, but there's no legitimate way to keep him from being president. I'll put it that way. but they're not exactly the most legitimate party to begin with. Damn, I just realized how scruffy I look. I'm feeling better today, so maybe I'll just go ahead and clean up and join the rest of society. See, that damn chat doesn't move. I was wondering, I'm like, damn, ain't nobody said nothing. I'm not sure. Damn, that chat just, it stops, and then I miss so much. There's nothing legally. Hey, Blackbird. Morning. Sorry if I missed you coming in. Trying to catch up. But yeah, I don't think there's any. There's no legitimate way, like all that crap that they talk, because you got to remember that the word insurrection is being thrown out left and right, but it's not legit. So I mean, there's not even any tap of reality into that word. They just keep saying it over and over, and people have gotten so used to it. It's like the word democracy. Oh, it's a democracy. It's a democracy. No, it's not. It's a republic. We use a democratic process for our election, but it's because they bombard that through that media so much. Yeah, Cola, even in war. Damn, what was that? We did that. Was it the Civil War? Somebody can correct me in chat. I believe during the Civil War that we had an election or something. We had a conflict and we had an election during that conflict. We had an election. Morning, Grumpy. How are you, fine sir? And thank you, Miss Loretta. Yeah, let's see. I think that was about a month ago or something. I was talking with somebody and that came up. And I want to say it was the Civil War. We did an election. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. I was going to try to look that up to make sure. Because I want to say. Yeah, our first wartime election was the War of 1812 between Madison and Clinton. That was our first wartime election. Question: is openly calling for a shadow cabinet to undermine a sitting president treasonous or insurrectionist? Treasonous. Well, it would be treasonous, I would think, for the people serving because they've taken an oath. Sedition. Got a change yesterday and a dollar bill with stamps. Let's go, Brandon, all the nostalgia. He's already voted in, so only two things come to mind to stop him from being sworn in. Yeah, because I mean, I don't know. And like I said, now that's one thing because these people have done some shit, man. I mean, hell, there's anything is there's no playbook on this, so I've to this I still wonder about that moment, the same moment that pivoted J6 when the representative was standing there contesting the electorals and Ted Cruz as a senator stood up. That pivotal moment then, well, what happens this time? Because it's going to be Kamala Harris sitting up there. It's not going to be Mike Pence. And, but I think they know. Hey, morning, Dawn. Oh, that's definitely not time to relax. That's and see, and they're but they one thing about this too, that's kind of always put things because you don't know how they're going to react. Because see, they know that it's a landslide across the board. That's why they keep using that word mandate. You know, he was given a mandate. He was given a mandate. Well, they're calling it a mandate because of all the numbers and the percentages involved in the popular vote, in the swing states, in all the areas. And so that's, you'll hear that mandate from the people because the numbers were just so big. Well, that's really making that other side look smaller and smaller as time goes by. So, you know, they're not going to, I don't know. I know they're trying to funnel as much money as they can to Ukraine before they get taken out of office. Hell, I watched the thing with old Blinken, Anthony Blinken, sending money left and right over there. Sorry for the crinkling. I got some of that Pennsylvania Amish apple butter, and boy, that's good stuff, I gotta say. They have always reacted one way. It's just when they are going to react in that way that concerns me at the moment. Oh well, there's gonna be a pushback. It's just at what level and because I will say, like some of those Democrats are starting to change the way that they talk because now they saw it's like good old AOC got called out. I guess because she removed her preferred pronouns from her profile. So some of her little batshit crazy followers are like, "Oh, what are you doing?" But you know, some of the people know what side their toast is buttered on. They're still trying to raise money for her campaign, 20 million in debt. Well, god dang, look at man, have you seen some of those numbers that they paid some of these people just to say shit about her? It's crazy. What was it, $10 million to Beyonce? Come out there for a few minutes. She didn't even sing. So now all of a sudden it's like, yeah, all that Soros money sure didn't help, did it? But see, oh, and by the way, just for anybody that were to listen to this that was in the past thinking that the votes didn't matter, I guess you was wrong. Votes must matter. That's what the miss was saying, that there's some workers up there with her and they're going, the voting just doesn't matter. And it's like, well, you know what? If votes didn't matter, they wouldn't try to steal them. Morning, Mrs. Meadow. I think the next thing, because I got to tell you too, and if you Charlie Kirk, if you don't know who he is, he's definitely worth looking into. I mean, I don't dive into all this stuff so much because I just can't live and breathe that shit. But I like how he's calling out the senators, and he's calling them out that by God we can primary your asses too, and so. You know that it's got to keep the pressure on. Got to keep your foot on the floor. Right, Coffee. If you got to pay them, they're no longer supporters. They're paid spokespeople. They're hired guns. You know. Yeah, they're trying to keep some of those House and seats down. But see, it's like some of the strategic little play, and I gotta like uh, the coordination of the things because I don't know, and I'm not saying I'm right about this, but it's like chess moves. So some of these appointees though are like coming out. So like if a senator leaves his state to join the cabinet, then the governor gets to appoint a senator replacement, not on a representative, but on a senator. So if you had a governor that you were working with and you knew that there was a decent senator in there, even if it's not the best, but if you can get that person up into this cabinet position, they might only last 3 months. It doesn't matter. But if you get him into there, then that governor can now appoint somebody to be a stronger, harder senator. 3 months later, this dude now is getting fired, but his role's been replaced. He doesn't get to go back to being a senator. So there's some strategic shit going down, I think, in the way this is going. My son said the same thing, Grumpy. Oh, let me scroll by. I missed what Grumpy said. I like that Pete Hegseth floated the idea that general officers that were involved in the might be facing court-martial charges, justice for the Abbey Gate 13. Right, Grumpy? Exactly. She conceded. She's done. Now she needs to go to jail for 2020. Well, they're working on it. See, they want to keep some of them Senate seats, and they've been, man. They I do find it ironic because there was one chick that was going. I forgot which one she is. MSNBC. She was talking to Jim Jordan. Hey, morning, Buffering. And she was like, so do you think that this was a fair election? He's like, yep. A lot of the states were watching this shit. Charlie Kirk is kind of a jerk, I agree, but with most what he says, but his delivery hits me. Yeah. Well, I think his main target is the college campuses, and that's why it probably, I think I've always taken it, that's why it doesn't really, I dig what he's doing, just not my thing, but I think he addresses those, and I watch him go into some places, and I'm like, why? But he's doing it. I'll give him that. Here's a thought. The Dems cheating in 2020 was a good thing. Without it, there would not have been the awakening we had in 24, and Trump would not have been the mandate he has. This is true. There's one long chess match, exhausting. Yep. No, Jim Jordan, the Ohio representative. He was doing an interview. I forgot what that, I think it was MSNBC. I don't know. It's one of those, what is it, State of the Union thing or whatever. No, it might not have been that. It was one of them stupid little talk shows. And it's not that I watch them. He actually will post the clips he does on his, and so I'll watch it from his perspective. Grumpy, are you off today? Explain the mandate. Well, my interpretation, Amy, the way I'm kind of perceiving it, because I haven't heard like anything like described, like this is it. I've taken it that the numbers, the like the way the election went down because of the the amount of votes, the amount of electoral votes, and the amount of swing states and all the states. That's why they said that this is America's mandate to him, because it had to do with the election numbers. Then the electoral votes numbers were so massive, and then the swing states and all the areas that actually voted for him. And so that's where I've kind of listening to him. That's where I pick up the word mandate has kind of been, because the majority of Americans. He said this is what he's going to do, and by the numbers, it shows the majority of Americans said go do that. If that makes any sense. Hey, covered by CQ. Good afternoon for you across the pond, sir. Did y'all see where Pennsylvania and California are still counting ballots? Oh yeah. Well, Washington, I think too. As you know, I'm just dragging my feet because it's raining hard and I don't want to go feed the animals before I leave. Ah, gotcha. See, it has to. Plus, you also got to remember that, like, the election wasn't just presidential and it wasn't just federal, that they also had cities and stuff. So you had your local elections. The presidential part's done. And if I'm not mistaken, I think there's a couple of senators that are still, I think. But you know what? Let them do this, because this will drag out. This is just my little hopium thing. So they keep pushing this and doing this, and then they get put into court only come the 20th. Actually, the first part of January, it'll start changing, because then the senators and representatives are going to be swearing in. All right, Coffee, make it a good day, ma'am. Thanks for stopping by. Don't work too hard, just hard enough, ma'am. And keep your head on a swivel. Even though their Supreme Court said it was illegal, they were desperate. Yep. In modern times, winning the pop vote electoral college by 3% to 4% in both chambers of Congress is considered a mandate. There you go. Definitely interesting times are upon us. Excuse me. I don't know. That's why it's easy to just sit and actually had that run in this weekend. I will say there's a wave of victimization in just like a mindset. And I don't understand where it comes from. I get despair. I get anxious. I get on the verge of giving up. But how do you actually just think? I don't know. It's like there's so much. You go to talk about something, and it's like no matter what it is, it's just not even an election or anything. It's like nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. Um, Had a conversation with my son. He was bitching about child support. I said, well, your generation can change it. No, we can't. Yeah, you can. No, we can't. Yeah, you got the rest of your adult life. You can do something. And then we ended up in this heated little thing. And I told him, I just see, I don't understand. He never saw the victimization. Where this came from, I have no idea. But this is the shit going out and around, I guess, the last 6, 8 years or something. Because he used to not think of things that way before. And now all of a sudden it's like, nothing you can do about it. And it's like, where does this come from? Damn. I mean, unless they shut a steel door behind you and have you in an 8x10, there's something you can do. I just do not understand. And so and I don't think I apparently, according to internet too, because that's what's caused so much conflict here. My brain does not get around that. I mean, I get it, fine, man. What the hell am I going to do? You feel down and you feel beat on and bombarded, but you can always do something. Now, you might not like the choices that you have to make, but they can be made. People seem to already be less stressed. Well, I think that I'm hoping that people don't get all like, oh, cool, yay, we won, it's done, and it's not. The hard part's just getting started. I don't understand people still not happy. If you're a Republican, you should be happy right now, in my opinion. Oh, well, you should be happy if you're still breathing. I mean, and this is definitely a nudge in the right direction, but I would definitely not sit back and put my feet up and think that, all right, we did it. We ain't done shit yet. We just started pushing the ball forward. And now Mitch McConnell trying to tell Trump there will be no recess for him to bring in his cabinet selection. I think he was his way of telling his clones how to vote, being he's no longer majority leader. Yep. Oh, he's going to try. I think that I wasn't a big fan of that Thune. I really wanted the Scott guy in, but then I kind of been listening, and there's been some direct things with Thune. So I think he knows he comes up for re-election in 26. And see, and this is the momentum I hope people don't lose sight of. So this is the presidential, and now the applying pressure of emails and phone calls and door knocking to the senators and the representatives to push these through. So you got to watch what they do, because some of these people come up for re-election like in 2 years. Hell, there might be some coming up in 25, in 26, and in 27, and 20. So that's where you got to keep pushing the pressure. And as long as the American people still keep screaming loud enough, then you change those people in there. You change that shit. I almost wish I could take and trade places with one of these 30-year-olds that think that, oh, all is lost. There's nothing to do. What are we going to do? We. It's like, can I just trade places with you? Since you're ready to quit, can you just trade places with me so you can sit on your ass and do nothing, and then now I can go back to being energized and do shit. And because I can tell you now, if I could go back to my 30s, I would definitely be way more invested. Blackbird, Cola, it's just the tip of the iceberg. Trust me, things are going to happen to try to stop it. Oh yeah, you just can't get complacent. Can't get complacent by any means whatsoever. What kind of happy do you mean? The government can never make me happy or not happy. Well, they can make you not happy, or they can make it really hard, because they can just make it where you got to really dig for the happiness. But and I'm assuming Cola's probably meaning like, that we should be excited we won, but that's just one. It ain't done yet. I mean, we had the election technically, but he has not been sworn in, and none of his cabinet is in, so nothing is really. That was just an election. The numbers spoke up. Now it's time for people to keep applying the pressure. Amy, bring your Barbies. At least you don't play with dolls like old Hutchie Poo does. Action figures are okay. Well, I always thought they were action figures because you could pose them and move them and stuff, and I thought the doll was the ones that you just couldn't do nothing with. But I digress. Hey, morning, Joyful Diamonds. Hadn't seen you in a minute. Rescue, I love your strength and optimism. It is wonderful to witness your good cheer this morning. Something feels different for me today watching you. Feels like hope at last. Well, we just got to keep pushing the pressure, and that's, I get it. There's so much shit out there, and people say, what's the point? And, all the bad stuff. But look, there was people you didn't even think were going to vote for him, and the numbers were just in mass. They can't even do anything about it. They even threw in the towel because they knew that they can't even balk. Think about that. You didn't hear them come out going, we need to check into some of this, and we're not. No. On that federal level, they just gave it up, dude. They knew the numbers spoke. It is what it is. And so that's what threw them off. But now they're worried because, see, some of those states that always kind of, all of a sudden, some of these Republican candidates got votes, and they're like, and that's why these counts are going on longer, because all of a sudden they're like, well, wait a minute, we weren't counting on having to cover this city seat spot. Quick, find more votes to keep her in, because the cities and some of these towns and shit and the states, they can't, they don't want none of that. And that's what, but see, that's where people need to keep applying pressure. It's like, where was that up north? I can't wait to see how that goes down. I even watched the video clip where this flat out election commissioner lady even goes, something about breaking the law. Some people just break the law. And I was kind of like Florida. It's like, wow, just put that out there on the internet. You don't care what the Supreme Court of your state said. You're going to just break it. Okay, this ought to go well in court. Too big to rig. That's it. Well, the mass numbers spoke up, and that countered everything the media tried to tell you. It was like the mass numbers spoke up, and you can't turn that away. Cole says, yeah, that's what I mean. Some people still seem unhappy, don't understand that. Well, there's people, misery loves company, Cola. So if people are so miserable in their life and they have no drive to change their life, they're not going to fight to get out of their misery. They're just going to pull other people down into theirs so they're not alone. Morning, Marianne. It was in Pennsylvania. I believe they're just letting the sheep cry for a bit before they rile them up to burn the country to the ground. They won't mind ruling over the ashes afterwards. Getting ready to go to the market and hardware store. Alrighty, PJ, make it a good day, man. Be safe. Keep your head on a swivel. I think that right now it's a piscus of right. If the cabinet positions get put in, I think things will be happening. But that's the fight that's next. We have to get through January 20th. So that's our next. The next hill is January 20th. And it's applying pressure on all your senators in your states to confirm his nominees. That's the pressure that needs to be applied across the nation to the senators out of your state to confirm his nominees. That's the next big battle. Because you can sit here and write and say all the things, but if you don't have the bodies in place to do the job, so that's why the fight's not over. Y'all have. Make sure I didn't miss any rabbit. Speaking of burning, y'all see the government FEMA going in and setting up fires to the piles of wood washed up from the hurricane. That's sad. I hope that they had recovered people before they started doing anything like that. Tuck says, I'm not celebrating because I see it like I'm building a house and I just got my hammer back. Now I need the rest of my tools, a lot, and materials. Yep. Well, or it's building a damn house. Okay, we just cleared off the lot. We still gotta frame up a foundation and start building a foundation. All we did was cut our way in and cut a clearing. Now it's time to go to work. Ain't over the 20th either. TDS don't go away. Oh no, well you're gonna, because the Trump derangement syndrome just went from all the miserable people just took on the Trump derangement syndrome because it fit their thing. So the country still we had miserable people before Trump even came on the scene. Those people didn't just like get better or overnight. So body count lower that ways. There's two things we have to watch for before the swearing in. The unalive or the martial law. Yeah, I don't know how the martial law thing's going to work. Because I know like down here in Texas, Abbott ain't fixing to go for no martial law. Not from that administration. Hell, we've got over 100-something lawsuits against that administration. I don't think places like Oklahoma, Missouri, Arkansas, I don't think they're going to, like that old Sarah Huckabee, I don't think she's fixing to go along with no martial law out of that administration. Because they know what's up. Oh, Buffering says her birthday is January 20th. Be better than getting potato for like 4 years ago. Right. See a massive EMP in the near future. Could. I think jab made syndrome worse. Yeah. Well, that started that whole mind shift, because when they did that, they had all the ones who were going, oh, yeah, give it to me. But then they started telling you, yeah, but then there's those people that don't want it. And of course, then they made you, wait, they don't want it. And then they just turned the hate on other people. So they've encouraged the division. Hell, they just got through having that. Who's the bald black chick? Not Simone. There's another one. Joy? Anyway, she's figuring out telling people how, yeah, you ought to just, kick your family to the curb if they didn't vote the way you wanted. So, I mean, they're intentionally creating a division. People want to talk about division. That's that retarded shit that they say. They want Joe to step down and Kamala to jump in as POTUS for the martial law thing. I don't know, man. He's been taking his own little jabs to me, so I don't think he's gone down happy. Buffering says, yep, I'm in my prime, be 63. Well, there you go, Buffering. What better way to stop the swearing in? All it takes is the feds withhold any Fed money. States will fall in line, I believe, no matter what state. I don't know. You go looking at some of these numbers, Rabbit, and you realize that, because the federal money comes from the states to begin with. It's just that you have states that are bigger than others that keep carrying the weight for other states. And so, okay, there you go, Buffer. Enjoy Reed. Yeah. I just because that's I don't know. Like I said, and we've always had the talk in Texas about secession because we're just Texans, and that's just part of our history. Hell, ever since we signed the treaty, there's always been talk about a secession because there were people that didn't want to sign the treaty to begin with. But I will say now, it sure has picked up a whole lot more speed these last 4 years. I believe the viewer in mental, where did I scroll? Or in a mental ward, they let them out to do shows. Yeah, dude, they're breaking down fast, man. Rescue, I hope you don't mind. I bring up Ron. He would be so thrilled with this outcome in memory of dear Ron. Oh, yeah, no, I don't mind bringing up Ron. Dangerous freedom. That's who I didn't see this morning. I wonder where old Huckleberry's at. Ain't saying more, but I got older this month. Oh, is this your birthday month, Carl? When's your birthday? I'm not ruling out martial law, but just looking at numbers, they'd need to deputize 20 million people or use kill warfare on citizens. Either one is its own Rubicon. Yeah. Oh, Blackbird says, rescue my son and daughter-in-law just got custody of a young man they've been trying to get for 2 years now. There's some good news in the world. Right on. Happy birthday, you old hippie. I'd be mad if I was president and was forced out for her. I'd probably vote for the other guy, right? Oh, and Papa's is on the 8th. So happy birthday, Papa's. So look at there, we got Carl and Papa's with birthdays. It's a November kind of thing. He said he ain't saying more. I'm not insulting you, Carl. We look a lot. We look alike. So what? Papa's yours was on the 8th? Oh, and Mrs. Meadow, yours was on the 1st of November? So what? Mrs. Meadows was on the 1st and Papa's is on the 8th. When is yours, Carl? Oh, Metal Tuck says, could someone please tell Billy I said good morning? Thank you. I don't know what the deal is with that, with y'all. Mine is next month. One more trip around the sun, almost done. Shit. Well, cool. Look, it's a happy birthday month. Just another day. Just another day. I used to look forward to it. Now Mrs. Meadow can't see Tuck. Best life, so it's Meadow can't see Tuck. I think Tuck can see Meadow, but Meadow can't see Tuck. When will you get it? He says F off. Who you talking about now, Matt? Okay, family, my daughter has taken me to the walking clinic to see a doctor. Have a great and blessed day. Stay safe. I love y'all. Hey, Miss Loretta, make it a good day, ma'am. Prayers to you, ma'am. Make it a good day. Keep your head on a swivel. And Tuck says, I can see Billy, but Billy can't see me even though I am wide. Amy says, run, Carl. They're moving in on your location. Thank you, Joe. Did it. Okay, that's her. She can't see Mooseman, but he sees her. Oh, wow. I'm just holding on for the ride. No one I know will stand down when it comes to Marshall. Hey, morning, Wayne. Tuck is always on. Oh, I got you, Matt. I'll remind you later. Don't forget to block me. Hell, people can block me. I wouldn't even know it. One, if I go to a channel, I hardly ever type in chat because I don't know. It's a pain to hold on a conversation in a chat for me nowadays. I can't see some, but by choice, right? False advertising. Speaking of that crow, I did. Someone went by Angel. But I've been here over a year now, getting antsy. Well, yeah, you got your truck just about squared away, huh? You about ready to take a road trip. Hey, Carl, looky there. You're all geared up and you're ready, and then we end up with some decent little Trump years here for a couple of years, and things seem to be getting better. That'd be a good time. You could take you a road trip, get out and about, get to meeting people, do some mobile work. The two new baby goats are doing well, fat bellies and an attentive mom. Rain totes are filling up. Time to head off to work. Take it easy, y'all. Go live a life done free. Right on, Grumpy. I get to feeling better, man. I'm going to try to do some of this WROL stuff. I just didn't plan on getting sick this weekend, but keep your head on a swivel, brother. Make it a good day. And go live a life done free, like Grumpy says. You got that farm action going down. My two heathens are weird. Rescue, any feelings or thoughts about Gates' AG? Unless you have already pontificated earlier this last week. No, I mean, I personally hope he gets in there. I think if he does, I think it's going to shake up a lot of shit. So I hope he does. I, to be honest, I don't think he's going to make it. I want him to. By all means, I want him to. But I think there's just so many. Because watching the hearings with him, son, they know. It's like a little Fauci dude. He knows. I'm nothing but nice to you, Mrs. Meadow. I'm not the one saying it. Don't block the messenger. Oh, what'd you do now, Matt? Hey, morning, Echo. Actions, not distractions. Morning, sir. Good old ranch life. So, as far as like Matt Gaetz, I'm totally down with it. I think, uh, I think that's between the RFK, the Elon Musk, Vivek Ramaswamy dude, and the whole efficiency thing, and then the AG, and then the Tulsi Gabbard. I think, ooh wee man, a reckoning is a coming. We just got to get them through. It's like good old Tombstone. Tell them hell's coming. I'm coming and hell's coming with me. That's how it went. Because it's like one thing you can listen to little old Trump Jr., Don Jr., and he's been asked, and it's like he now knows who the shitheads are. He's a force to be reckoned. Yep. Now Gates is probably holding a grudge. See, but I don't know. Do you call it a grudge though, buffering? Because I've watched some of those things, and would you call that a grudge? That if you're sitting there and you're asking Fauci point blank questions and he's not answering, and then now you get in a position to then hold him accountable, they want to spin that like that's a grudge, but it's not. It's like, no. Unfortunately, Merrick Garland didn't want to hold charges against you, but now that we don't have him in there, charges can be filed against you. So I don't know that it's a grudge as it is it's accountability. But then I wasn't a very favorite of a lot of people for the past couple of years because everybody would want to see some accountability, and it's like, well, that's just you. That's crazy to even think about accountability. I mean, you got Merrick Garland was appointed by Biden. He's only going to file on things that he's told to file on. And so I think there's if those people get in, I think there's accountability. But then that's why they're making a mad dash to try to push through as many judges as they can for Biden to appoint as many judges in the appellate courts because that's your appellate courts. That's where you can go and they can kick shit back. And so there's some play going on. His wife did an outstanding job singing in the halls of Congress. Watch it. Yep. Ouchie lost a few fans with that puppy torture thing. Oh, and that's just one in a million that they've done. Blackbird says 16 more days. I'm marking the days off the calendar. What are we 16 more days to what? They tried to accuse him of trying. Yeah, they're trying. It's just like this whole ethics committee report that they're griping about now. Well, if it says, okay, you do an ethics only on members of Congress, and he's not a member of Congress anymore, then that stopped that whole process. And they're trying to make it sound like, oh, well, that should still come out. No, it shouldn't. He's been trying for 4 years to hold them accountable. Now he has the power to do it. Right, Matt? That's the way I'm kind of seeing a lot of this, which I said that anybody that's been watching, you heard me say this like last year and a year and a half ago, that I noticed a change in the way the hearings were going. the hearing started going like they were on a fact-finding mission, and they were just taking notes, and they were making sure that everybody understood that they were under oath, and they're making notes. And I said it back then. I felt like they were starting to accumulate evidence, and this might be what it was for. Oh, being back to camp at home. Oh, okay. You got 16 days left. What's up, turning guns? Morning, morning. Think Biden is going to provoke Russia? Well, I'll tell you what, he's sure is instigating some long-range missiles now to Ukraine to shoot over into Russia. Like, let's provoke that a little bit more. Gas already dropped down here. What's up, Michigan? Michigan Outpost. How are the kiddos doing? Oh, man. It's a Monday. Oh, okay. So how many of y'all watched the Tyson fight? I personally, my 2 cents on the Tyson fight, I I don't know. I like old Mike Tyson. I'm not a big boxing fan, but I like Mike Tyson. But I think he was paid to give him that. I don't know, man. That was so, yeah. That was just a moneymaker. What's up, Oops? Before sadly I did. I did. I just saw clips. I gave up Netflix way long ago. Whenever they did that little child movie with cuties, I was done with them then. I ain't. All I would. I wait. And so like that. Sure enough, after it was done, here comes all the little highlights. Actions watched it. Matt says my thought is they both won, and everyone that paid to watch it lost. But see, that was just it. They didn't really, because what they did is it was a good hustle when you think about it. Like, it wasn't pay per view. You just had to have a Netflix subscription. So they just got everybody to subscribe to Netflix to watch that fight. But now you've got Netflix for the rest of the month, and they'll get people be a girl. Oh yeah, let's watch that, and then they're going to go ahead and keep that subscription going. To me, that wasn't the same Tyson that was the Tyson in all the training videos before that fight. Where was all that? That's why all of a sudden I think it's like something, there was a deal made. And right, Marianne, I do believe too, Putin won't fall into the Biden provocation. I'm hoping anyway. Mike would have gotten less money the less rounds it went, so he couldn't knock him out. And considering home from the hospital today, they're super. Oh, that's awesome, Michigan. Thoughts and prayers, sir. That was a paid sparring match, not a fight, right? Hey, deplorable chicken. Tyson on the Diddy list. I guess I don't know until they come up with an official listing. Oopsie. Get out of the round barn. There's no corner to pee in. Less than 3 rounds, 10 million instead of 8 rounds, 40 million. Yeah, I don't watch TV. I didn't know we had Netflix. Oh, damn, Buffer. For sure, they needed the money. The longer it went on, the more he was paid. Oh wow, Drawful. Yeah, no, he's actually that's the reason why UFC even took off. That's why that Dana White actually loves Trump so much because Trump was the first one to ever give him a place to do the fighting. Nobody else wanted to do the UFC, so he's always been a fan. And this is true. It wouldn't be the first one that was ever fixed. I don't have to pay attention to that deplorable though. What does it matter to me? It doesn't. God will deal with that. I don't give them any of them, either one of them, any money. That's just part of that stuff. I don't. If I said, oh well, I'm gonna look into that, that would just be wasted time for me. Because at the end, it's like, oh yeah, he was. It didn't do nothing for my life. Didn't make me any better. That's another why. Hopefully, get the right people in there, and then some of this shit comes out. They won't be holding it on. So much went through. Let's see what we got. Pride fighting tried blocking UFC way back in the day. That's why pride fighting went out of business. Yeah, I mean they go way. That's it was. If you listen to the interview with Dana White when he got the UFC, nobody wanted to give him an arena to do it in. They thought it was too violent. They didn't want to do it. They just stuck with the boxing, and then Trump was the one that gave him the thing, and UFC took off. Plus, I will say, you get to a point to where it's like whenever they were doing all the anti-Trump shit, and it's like, how come the dude employs over 10,000 employees, but you don't see hundreds of these people coming out doing interviews saying that? You know, just there's people that are directly connected with these people, and I try to watch interviews when it comes to them. You get a read on what kind of person they are. Even all the horse races are fixed. Yeah, who was that? We had some governor down here. Was that Ann Richards? Ann Richards. Yeah, she was all about that horse race stuff. Tyson got some good dance moves. Always thought that's why his role was. Just saying, love me some dancing. He just didn't move, man. I don't know. That's what the clips that I saw, and I'm just kind of watching this. I'm going, wait a minute. I've watched these little training clips from him. Where is that? I mean, you didn't even do none of those combos and shit that you was doing in training, and it was like, yeah, okay. I think after he slapped him upside the head on that stage, I think that's when they had a talk and was like, okay, look, you know, we're gonna give you 20 million. Just go the 8 rounds. We'll give you 20 million. Let him win. Little Mr. YouTuber. Yeah, exactly. I knew someone who worked horse. Wife is doing well. Should be home from the hospital today. Gonna have to keep an eye on her. Make sure you're still under control. That's awesome, though, Michigan. I just don't understand the hitting each other is so dumb. Money, money, money. People like violence. Just want to say good morning to all. God bless you all. Praying for you all. Can't stay. Got to go get to work. Alrighty, Share Bear. Make it a good day, ma'am. Keep your head on a swivel. And thanks for stopping by. Chuck says, I just remember that most celebrities are compromised and roll on. Maybe from time to time I'll be surprised, but never disappointed, right? He's an old man. 58. Yeah, Cola, he had just got through the past summer. That's why I don't know, man. That wasn't the same dude. You know, he stumbled going up into it with the knee brace on. So I don't know. I think it's a damn shame. I think it didn't. I think it's just one more way for people to make money, and that's what they saw as a way to make money, and they used him. And that Jake Paul dude can talk about how good he is. Don't make a shit. The only reason that thing made money is because they brought Mike Tyson, and that's why they wanted Mike Tyson. Because Mike Tyson walks in the room, they make money. Violence is part of the games that go back to the beginning. Yep, it goes all the way back to a jawbone. Well, hell, I like a little violent once in a while. Sign me up. Hey, they'll take sparring partners. Deplorable. I had a perforated ulcer before. It about finished me. Mixed martial arts is another level. To me, it feels primal, like fighting for your life. Hey, what's up, Nick? Good morning. Echo says watch some Tyson practice videos that shows the difference between what occurred the other night. Right, Echo? That's what I'm saying, man. You go watch them practice those training videos, and then you watch that and you go, wait a minute, what the hell happened? You were throwing damn 4, 5, 6 combos during training, and you're just kind of standing there and every now and then throwing one, and it's like, wait a minute. Michigan says stage for sure, but Rome never fell. It just hit itself. We all sports are like the gladiator games between the families in the new era. Jake Paul is fighting Conor McGregor next. Yep, not one body shot. And yeah, they say the girls. That's why that Jake Paul dude had nothing to do with the title. It was Tyson, and then there was, I don't know the boxing stuff, but there was some chick. Apparently, everybody was couldn't wait to see fight. I'm just glad Mike didn't get hurt. Oh yeah, dude. And did you see at the end there, man? That Jake Paul dude was out of breath, son. If he had to have gone, if that had been a real fight, that dude would not have made 8 rounds. If Tyson had have actually went in there and put it on him, because that dude just at that little bit of show there was going, and homeboy was already out of breath. It's like, she definitely a money grab. Oh yeah. In training, Tyson was showing what he could do, but did what he was paid to do in the ring. Yep. I don't know what the link is. I can't click on it. All I can do is a show thing. Miss Amy has some Facebook link. Katie was good, but I think other chick won. Nick says the blonde ring chick has my vote. Matt, he could have easily knocked Jake out inside of 2 rounds. Dude, if he had just come out hammering on him like he did during them training videos. Hey, what's up, Neville? Good morning. Because I don't know, I was taken back. The little bow with I know, right, Cola? That to me, that kind of said it all right there. It was like, okay, y'all even forgot your scripts by now, don't you? Because it's like, oh, wait, are we touching gloves? No. Bowing, doing some kind of samurai shit? No. Okay, that was, yeah. Yes, ma'am. That was a sight to see. Oh, Amy says that Facebook link is a comparison of the old Tyson and then the first round of Tyson. Well, and just his training videos, man, it's like, man, where was all them combos and that working it over, dude? You think Jake took it easy? I think he was out of breath, dude. When you watch that goofy little bow shit that Jake Paul dude does, you can see he's out of breath, man. He is just, he's gassed. That dude is just, I don't know, which I don't have any respect for him anyway, because he's no different than some of these lefty little fuckers that just want to get on the backs of other people. It's like if he really wanted to do, if he was really something in the boxing world, then how come he can't do it like everybody else did? You know, fucking Muhammad Ali, uh, Holyfield, Tyson, just you can go after name after name after name. Well, those guys went in and did. This guy only fights people he thinks he can beat. Now, one dude that beat his ass, he won't rematch him. It's some Fury dude or something. So to me, I don't know. That Jake, he's a YouTuber, man. He does things for fame and clicks. That's why he does stupid shit. I don't. I think he just. I think that was just a total shit show. In practice, Tyson looked completely different than the clips I saw of the fight. Right, Matt? And yeah, Cola, I think he was wore out. Pull up what Dana White had to say. Jake's a punk. JP on weight for the fight. Put on weight for the fight, but it wasn't lean weight. Right, Neville? No, it's just me, Amy. As the host on my chat, I can't click a link. All I can when I click on the chat, all I can do is show it on the screen. That's all I meant. For everybody else, they can click it and go and see it. Yeah, it works for other people. It's just me as the host. I can't in the chat. I can't click on a link in chat. I just think it was disgraceful to the sport, to be honest. I mean, I'm not a boxing fan by any means, but I think that it was detrimental to the sport. You know, I don't think that was a good showing. I think if you want to promote a sport, you don't put somebody, you know, half somebody's age in there. And plus, to do that as a sanctioned fight, really? You're going to sanction that? Mr. Metal Papa said his gums were feeling better, healing up. Mike made 20, Jake made 40. Yeah, and then look at all the Netflix subscriptions that Netflix made. Because how many people signed up to watch that fight, and how many people are going to forget to cancel that subscription after that fight? And so then there's going to be a reoccurring, and then fine, a month or two go by, and people are going to realize, but you're still going to acquire more subscribers just because of the click. Exactly, Nick. It was clickbait. Made a fortune. Blackbird says, okay, lurkers, come sit with me. I have a good cup of coffee and I don't bite hard. Just a nibble every now and then, huh, Blackbird? I thought the girl that won was a dirty fighter and only won with her thick skull. See, I didn't see many of the girl fights. I just saw a couple of little highlights. I don't know nothing about boxers. I don't know if it's the mentality or it's just me. Maybe I'm just a cynical asshole, but I don't really get into sports anymore. To me, they seem so overpaid. They whine and bitch a lot to play. They're getting paid to play a sport for entertainment. It's not a trade. It's not a skill that brings thing to the society. It's like you're not producing anything. It's supposed to be entertainment, and they make big bucks. Joyful says, I admit I haven't watched UFC for a long time. My memory of it back in the day when it was in its infancy, I was blown away. It evolved and came to be as a fighting sport. Yep. Action says, here we go. I don't know. I think, man, I guess I think of all the jobs that I've done and different stuff. And then you turn around and you watch some of these sporting things and it's like, oh, well, they're paying you, $850,000 a year to do that. Oh, wow, you're getting 2.4 million. Oh, wow, look at you. You're getting 4.1 million. Oh, you're getting 3 million. And you're like, no, I think y'all are useless shits. Learn a trade. I don't know. It ain't my forte. I'll put it that way. Right, Papas? Used to have UFC fights at school all the time, and the only thing you won was a new friend. Priceless. Cheetah's been on for over 40 years. Oh, man, the minute the mob was in boxing and shit, it's always been corrupt. Morning, Wayne. Tried watching the NFL one season, watched the Dolphins throw games. I was done. Dude, I stopped watching football back when it was, I think, the Chicago Bears. You had the Steel Curtain, Lynn Stallworth, Swan, Terry Bradshaw, those kind of people. We did mostly boxing, but a few wrestlers wanted to try fighting, so we did that too. I don't know. It's the love of money. And there's a book that talks about that. It's the love of money is the root of all evil. And look at the shit that people do for money. They'll hurt people, beat the shit out of people, kidnap people. They'll do anything as an option. Oh, there you go, Papa's missing metal. Wondering when you're going to do another music night. Oh, Huckleberry's been getting into that. Excuse me. I have to do something today, even if it's wrong. Any ideas? Well, that opens up the door a lot when you're like, even if it's wrong. Oh, where's Eric at? He doesn't feel like he's allowed to come here. Don't worry, Eric. I don't ostracize nobody for going to other channels. Taking a knee during the national anthem got sports banned in my house. Right, Echo? Yeah, that was just one big disrespect. Matt says, I have a great idea, Blackbird. Drink coffee and look out the window. Oh, his phone shut off. Oh, damn. I have studied martial arts and trained, nothing to brag about. I approached it from a spiritual perspective and never was interested in the competition realm of it, which was prevalent. Oh, and Nick's got a link. Don't know what that is. By the way, if you put a link in, maybe at least type what it's for. Matt says, what do you study, Joyful? Papa Huck is good, but could learn a few things from DJ Papa. Oh, he's texting you from the roomie's phone. So what does he have, like a prepaid? I did competition fight for martial arts. Man, I used to Taekwondo way back in my youth. Oh no, Papas, please. Talking about the fight being scripted. Yep. Oh, okay. That's what the link is for. So Nick put a link up where they're talking about the fight being scripted. I root for the home state sports, but don't particularly watch any except hockey. Started watching it during the vid and like it. Yeah, now hockey is still, that's still one of their, they're not overly paid for the beating that they take, I can say. Oh, there you go. Action says Taekwondo, Okawana style. The Okinawa. Hey, what's up, Cherokee? Morning. I didn't pop up. Not uncommon. What do you think about IU football this year? Let's see. I love the Braves, rigged or not. Oh, yeah, that's what we were just talking about, Cherokee. Well, we got a little song break because it's a latrine break. So refresh your beverages, repack your bowls, visit the little boy and girl's room, whatever works for you. Here we'll play a little of the Five. I like this song from Five Finger. It's a it's a mix, and I likes it.
I've been really trying, baby, trying to hold back this feeling for so long. And if you feel like I feel, baby, then come on, oh, come on, woo, let's get it on. Ah, baby, let's get it on. Let's love, baby. Woo! There's nothing wrong with me loving you, baby. No, no. And giving yourself to me can never be wrong if the love is true. Oh, baby. Ooh. Come on, come on, come on, come on, darling. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on, come on, darling. Come on, come on, come on. I wanna get it on. Come on, baby. I wanna get it on. You don't have to worry that it's wrong. If the spirit moves you, let me groove you. Good, let your love come down. Woo! If you believe in love, oh, I'm asking you, baby, to get it on with me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I ain't gonna worry. I ain't gonna push. I won't push you, baby. Come on, come on, come on, come on, darling. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on, come on, darling. Come on, come on. Oh, get it on. This minute, I wanna get it on. You don't have to worry that it's wrong. Please, oh, please get it on, baby. If you believe in love, let's get it on. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Do you know me? Now I'm being sanctified. Come on, darling, stop beating around the baby, I wanna get it on. You don't have to worry that it's wrong. If the spirit moves you, let me groove you. Woo! Let your love come down. Oh, get it on. Come on. If you want to love me, then let yourself go. Oh, baby, let's get it on right now.
Little remix action. And let's see what did I miss. I missed his phone's getting turned back on today. Cool. And yep, it was a remix. Okay, scrolled up to get caught up. got that A-bong at first. That's good for mediation too. Be right back. I must eat now. Oh, something about a little Marvin Gaye and Five Finger Death Punch just brings out the appetite, don't it, Tuck? Matt, what I realize it all blends together. I feel very blessed to have never needed to use all the things I studied to defend myself. I chose to walk in peace and find a non-conflict resolution. Well, that's kind of, yeah. Hmm. Don Fry and Johnny Davis, each two-time world champion in kickboxing. They know me well. And there you go, Cherokee. That's what it's about, Joyful. The best fighters always say the best thing to use in a fight is your feet. Just walk away. Yeah. Oatmeal. Eat the oatmeal. Oh, what are we at? We're coming up on 2 hours. Yeah. Man, I don't know. Got to try to do so much today, and yet with this rain coming in, actually, I don't still feel under. Tuck eats oatmeal daily. Oh, well, then there you go. You see how stupid JB is in Europe? Oh, no. I mean, I hadn't seen this his latest shit. Doesn't surprise me. I know I just heard something about apparently we're going to send Ukraine some long range missiles so they can use. That's a pretty stupid idea, but nobody spilled $1 million on diamonds for their shoes and trunks if it was in the show. Oh, if I don't even think that shit was real diamonds and shit. I think he gets all that cubic zirconia shit. They just want the shimmer. They want the look. Oh, that was. What's really sad is that they got Tyson to go along with that. But I guess we'll see. The internet, the internet will either praise that Jake dude and be like, "Ooh, you're so awesome," or they're gonna shame him. So I guess we'll see what the internet does. Cause yeah, that was a joke. Putin released a warning about them missiles. Man, his calm, collected head will be the saving grace because these people here in our administration, they want to provoke a war big time. Wasn't as bad sitting up till over midnight for that shit. Wasn't as Yeah, I feel bad for all the people that signed up for Netflix just to watch that. Jake posted something about when he pitched up his outfit, how much it cost, and was picking up from jeweler, not a tailor. Oh, they will just continue to push the bear, and he will flex. And when it's going, and then it's going to be chaos and destruction. We've got what 60 something days to go. Top fighter want to fight Jake Paul now, but Jake Paul said he quit. Oh, I know there was some. Well, there's the Conor McGregor wanted to fight him. That Fury dude that already beat him once, but he had no rematch there. And there was some other little. There was some other dude that came out. There's a lot. Hey, what's up, Eric? Got your phone back on. Very cool, sir. Good morning. Good to see you. Andrew Tate. There you go. That's who it was, Cherokee. I'm like, man, there was another dude. But see, I don't really remember him. I don't like that dude. I don't like his persona. But yeah, he would whoop his ass. Well, Mrs. Meadow says she missed your wood, Eric. Sounds like a backstage thing. The tardy bring donuts. I don't know if you're tardy. Do you just get away with donuts? Doesn't it have to be something more than just donuts, though, if you're late? I think there ought to be like more. Like, you ought to get custard filled, long johns with chocolate milk and a cinnamon roll or something. Like, there needs to be just more than a donut if you're late. Uh oh, Eric going a little Ace Freely on our ass. He's back in the New York groove. I used to jam to that song. They just love you for your wood, Eric. It's like what old David Lee Roth? You're just a gigolo, and everywhere you go. Cream filled coffee. Then it's not coffee anymore. Then it just becomes liquid dessert. No, you weren't. I did not expel you. So see, you were late. You were tardy. See, because I didn't expel you. So yeah, doesn't excuse you from being tardy. Present and accounted for, sir. What's up, Canadian? Peeking in. How's everyone else's Monday? Outstanding, sir. Outstanding. I think I've about got this stuff kicked. Sleep for another 4 6 hours. Take my medicine. Hopefully, I'll be done with this. Thought it was 1986 and I wandered off the tour. You're just going through the motions. Got a notion for the motion. I know, boy, he was hitting them tabs, wasn't he, turning guns? He was tabbing out. Lord have mercy. Well, he's not really late though, Papas. He already stopped in earlier and then he was working, so he was just coming back during the break. So see, he kind of got excused because he had already showed up present and accounted for. What's up, Rank? There's my Aussie kid. Tuesday morning here. Good day, all. Hope you all are having a blessed day. Making it a good day. How are things down under? Are y'all doing okay down there? Cherokee says Papa's house, the wife, and Ghost and Native. Ghost stopped in. I think I streamed Friday, and he stopped in. He said how the meeting was awesome. The meetup was awesome up in North Carolina. They had a good time. Wet and stormy. Doing okay, Cherokee. How are you and your wife? Is what Papa said, Cherokee. It was a small crowd, but fun. Man, if it wasn't so damn far. But that's okay. Hey, we won't know what's coming. Won't know what comes up this year. We'll just have to see. Oh, so Cherokee says he's okay and that she's being bullheaded. So I guess everything is okay. Gonna try to go to Visions next year. Ohio bound. Now that the Lifeline is back on, I should have another resale video up in the next couple of days. There you go, Eric. Making money, making money. You gotta show off the wood, man. That's one of my little projects. I'm hoping to either make some little plaques or I'll make some little birdhouses. I hadn't decided which. But I gotta try to generate a few bucks. I don't know. I have my illusions of grandeur. Rescue warm hugs to you. The Schumann Renaissance has been very active. Folks are being affected by it in their own new unique way, feeling like sleeping and rude jeering is a common symptom. Yeah, I've been in the crud the past couple of days, so I pretty much take my medicine and I sleep through it, do my little sweats. The throat things help a lot. Think about one more dose. Ought to be good to go. It's mind over matter. I don't mind and it don't matter. I only allocate myself so many days to be sick and then you just got to get over it. No, I don't normally get sick. So when it happens, a couple of days, it is what it is. Do hobo stove. Well, I got some pallets and I thought about taking them apart and either making little plaques or I can cut them down and make them into like little birdhouses. I got some little birdhouses. Like this one here, I'm gonna finish cleaning up and I'm gonna probably sell it. Anyway, I could talk. I wonder if I could talk something. 5 months not smoking. Woohoo! You do it, Cherokee. That's what's up. Hell yeah. You'll start sleeping better, eating better. Take you some hot showers and get that shit, cough that shit up out your lungs, clean up some. Billy, I wonder if kidnapping is out of the question. Well, nothing. It's not against the law till you get caught. That's what they say, Blackbird. Nothing's illegal till you get caught. Rank, I'll have the birdhouse. Well, I think I got y'all's address. Well, just as long as you don't bring any of his friends. We'll see what we can do, right? Wonder what the shipping on that would be. Blackbird says I have duct tape and a gag, just saying. Oh man. It's about medicine time. Hey, almost 2.5 hours. If it doesn't rain, man, there's so much to do. Sometimes I feel overwhelmed. I'm not sure where to start, and I have to kind of calm myself down and just be like, okay, let's not get the cart ahead of the horse. So I just try to do things in small. I've had a package for you sitting in the spare bedroom for nearly a year. Well, I appreciate it very much. According to the notifications, a lot. A lot of is this still available from the Facebook market ad and the resale video. Eric, Matt is wanting to know how you like selling on Etsy. I believe he said he did at some point. So what? Do you mean? Okay, no, there. Now he asking. Hey, morning, Skydive. D Dog. Morning, you mother clucker, you. I have 2 more paintings to ship out. Oh, look at you, Blackbird. Hey, Matt, I'm here, not set up right now to do Etsy. Oh, D Dog comes dragging in at 8:45 in the morning. Matt says, okay, I was thinking you did. I'm considering it. Do you sell anywhere else online? I think he mainly does that Facebook marketplace thing, and then he does, now he's got on his channel, he does his videos. Well, if that was really the only zone that mattered, then you would still be late. So, but it's actually 8:45 in Central Time Zone. See, we have to go through this again. 147 in the morning. Oh yeah, me neither, Matt. Every now and then, she kind of provokes me to go make some comment, and I will. Or I show her, says, "Oh, put that on Facebook so I can share it," and then I do. I'm not early. I was actually even. I was past normal time. Eastern time zone that matters. Well, yeah, I know you people over there think, look, we'll bump our clocks ahead, then we can seem like we're doing it better than they are. But it always comes back to the central point. I've never had a Facebook account or any other for that matter, except YouTube. Oh, I did. I had a Facebook because when I had the computer shop, so many people would come in with some JavaScript program, and it was one of them games on Facebook, so that's how I ended up on there. I was never a MySpace, Facebook kind of person. That was I didn't even participate in the beta of those things. Well, Discord forgot about that. Ambulance makes me feel so uneasy. Well, being in the ambulance means you're already feeling uneasy to begin with, I would think. Imagine working on a ship and the docks don't open because of daylight savings. Oh, you hear me just fine. There's no denying that. Only family on Facebook. Bugbear says, why is there an ambulance? I don't know. That's just what Miss Meadow said. Have to sit offshore, waste fuel for hours before offloading cargo because, well, that's, or if you were a good captain, you would be able to time your ship arrival knowing when the port opens. But you know, that's on the captain, I would think. The navigator. Put your hearing aid in or turn it on. Yeah, you got to charge it back up. If you think an ambulance isn't fun, try a magic ride in a helicopter. Hey, helicopters are cool. You don't have aids in your ears? That's why you can't hear nothing. And I think Mrs. Meadow wondering who pissed in your cornflakes. Well, looking at the abbreviations of all those, it seems pretty much governmental. Well, I know there's advanced countries and then not advanced countries. I get it. It's about time to give those veterans all my money again. Oh, yeah. Rescue my new video 11, 12, 24. Second time to be first responder to an auto accident in Concord. Ah, yeah, I saw that little clip. I did an 8 video last week. I just took my 500 milligram of fuck it all. Everything is fine now. Don't do cornflakes. It's for trans athletes. I don't even want to know how you know that, Eric, but I'll just take your word for it. That's all I'm going to say about that. Start piling Fruit Loops because I heard they will be banned. Eric, that sounds like the voice of experience, right? I didn't even want to know how he knew that, but yeah, but see, I don't think the same Fruit Loops you get, Rank, are the same Fruit Loops we get, and I think that's where part of that comes in. Rescue. Not all of my years of useful wisdom were productive. In the name of science. I think that's what we used to say when we would when we would discover things in the name of science. Doing something stupid in the name of science. That's it. It was all for science. Rescue, outstate people moved to North Carolina, mega rude, traffic control, and auto accident. I was Cal A to Z backwards. Damn, Cherokee. Yeah, well, we get a lot of outsiders. We get people that come up north for out of Houston and shit a lot. People forgot how to drive. D-Dog says, I saw a blonde buying Cheerios. She was excited to finally find donut seeds. Don't eat Fruit Loops, but the black market cost markup the money I can make, right? And then Blackbird's like, nope, honeycombs are where you need to stockpile. Right, Eric? We were doing, hey, watch this experiments years before, hey, watch this was cool. Morning, Ronnie. Well, coming up on 2.5 hours. I appreciate y'all starting your Monday with me. It was good to see everybody. I probably will see you in the morning. I think we're going to go out with this one. Y'all make a good day. I appreciate y'all being here.
I ain't here tomorrow.
Appreciate y'all.
If the good Lord says it's my time to go,
Thanks for starting your Monday with me.
I don't see that morning sunset. There's some things I need for you to know. The truck is yours if you want it. It'll run forever if you treat it right. When you think of me on some back road,
Hey, kiss off. You showed up late, girl.
right there by your side. Chase your dreams until you catch on. Leave your doubts in a cloud of dust. You can't ever love too big. You can't call your mom too much. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Hope you don't forget how much I love you. I ain't here tomorrow.
Remember, you make your day a good day. You're the one in the driver's seat.
Don't let life turn you bitter. Don't be ashamed about your head. Take it easy on the liquor. Remember what it did to your granddad. Yeah, you're gonna get your heart broke. But a couple of tears don't make you weak. Gonna find that girl God made just for you. Knows what he's doing, wait and see. Chase your dreams until you catch on. Leave your doubts in a cloud of dust. You can't ever love too big. You can't call your mom too much. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Hope you don't forget how much I love you. I ain't here tomorrow.
Hey, I appreciate you starting your Monday with me. Just remember, you can make the day a good day. You're the one that decides on how you want to take it in. So make it a good day. Smile and help somebody else smile. I appreciate y'all. Keep your head on a swivel. Stay frosty.
Keep the shotgun in the family. Raise your babies by the buck. And keep my picture in your wallet. Keep your car keys on a hook. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Please don't ever forget how much I love you. I ain't here tomorrow.
Y'all make a good day of it. I appreciate you. Hey, check out Steel and Tree, the resale. Got ghost designs, veteran, teacher, homemade stuff. Y'all take